राहत ये दिल पाए वो मस्कन है खिलाफत का जहाँ राहत ये दिल पाए.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to This Week with Huzoor. Hazrat Khalifatul Masih, may Allah be his helper, spent approximately an hour with Indonesia's Waqf-e-Noor last Saturday. Here at MTA International, it is our honour to present selected highlights from this virtual event.
Hazrat Khalifatul Masih V, may Allah be his helper, held a virtual online meeting with 50 male members of the Waqf-e-Noor scheme from Indonesia on Saturday. The event started with a recitation of the Holy Quran, followed by translation and a poem. Presentations followed, the first being on the role of Waqf-e-Noor in Jamaat Ahmadiyya, Indonesia.
Jamaat Ahmadiyya Indonesia itself has several programs and strategies to expedite the progress of Tabligh Ilallah. Starting January 2021, a new Jami'ah building and a new MTS studio is being built in Markas. Furthermore, there will also be a new hospital initiated by Humanity Force. By all means, every Waqfini now should support those initiatives and projects, as mentioned by Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Ayyadallah bin Nasril Aziz on Friday sermon 28 October 2016.
Later, a report on the Waqf-e-Noor scheme and a video presentation followed.
Indahnya alam ranah Minang. Tasikmalaya, Indonesia. We are Waqf-e-Noor Serang Banten. We are Waqf-e-Noor Indonesia.
Jabar 5 Indonesia.
I would like to say
I love Huzoor. May Allah Ta'ala always bless you.
you are in the best.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Huzoor might be able to visit Indonesia. May Allah strengthen Huzoor with his mighty help. Amin.
The final part of the program was devoted to a series of questions and answers.
Would Huzoor like to give us blessed guidance on how to maintain the bond of marriage, especially for newly married couple?
Acha, mashallah. So, your physique shows your wife cooks very good food. Huh? So, whenever she gives you good food, then you should praise her, right?
Yes, Huzoor.
Always think that you have to set example before her. And always think that if the relation between husband and wife are not good, then your children will also suffer. And in this way, you will be destroying the future of the new Ahmadi generation. Right? So, the best way is that the man or the husband should set his good examples in the house and always be polite and kind to your wife and children. Right? And then if you behave like this, then there will not be any trouble in your house.
As you might already know, the impact of climate change has been felt throughout the world, and it's getting severe more than ever. So my question is, what is your opinion regarding the current situation of the climate change, and how should we try to address the issue?
You see, this climate change problem is the issue everywhere, all across the world. And especially in the third world countries, where the population is increasing in numbers without any proportion. Just to accommodate this population, you are increasing your residential areas. And because of increasing the residential areas, you are cutting the forest. So this deforestation is also causing climate change. So Whenever you cut any tree, you should plant 2 trees to replace that tree. And whenever your population is increasing, you should also increase in that area where there is already some clear area, not that you do deforestation. And apart from that, fuel consumption should also be reduced. Now we have become so lazy that if we want to go from one place to the other place and the distance is only 100 yards or 200 yards, instead of walking to the place, we shall take our motorbike or the car to go to that place, right? And in this way also you are polluting the atmosphere. And there are so many other factors which are causing pollution and climate change. Although we cannot say that because of the fear of climate change we should not produce children or do family planning. No, but at the same time we should plan in such a way that the forest should not be cut without any proportion. If you cut 1 tree, you plant 2 trees. Start new developments, residential developments in those areas which are near to the town and the big villages, so that the forests are not disturbed. And at the same time, use less such type of vehicles which are being run by fuels and making pollution in the atmosphere. And apart from that, if God wishes that He has to reduce the population of this world, then the law of nature will also work. So, if you are using motorbike, don't use it too much. If you are using car, don't use it too much. It would be better if you walk even up to 1 mile distance. Doesn't matter, right? And also, Khudamul Ahmadiyya and Waqf-e-Nau should start a scheme for the plantation of the trees in the forests and in different areas, right? And in Indonesia also, because of the climate change, the level of the sea is increasing. And Jakarta is now sinking. There are quite a number of places where your buildings even are sinking. And it is said that after some time, after a few years, you would not be able to see Jakarta on the face of the earth, right? It is not only because Indonesian people are not vigilant with regards to take measures for the betterment of the climate. You see, it's a global issue. So in the North Pole, South Pole, everywhere it is happening. We can also pray and also try our best to reduce this climate change, right?
Assalamualaikum, beloved Huzoor.
Alaykum salam.
My name is Manzoor Danish Ahmad. From some documentaries, I learned that prior Khilafat, Huzoor was a person that doesn't like to be the center of attention. So my question is, how did Huzoor manage to adapt the change after becoming Khalifa?
I don't know myself. It is Allah who has changed me. Right? That's enough.
The following day, as Islamabad was covered in snow, a second mulaqat took place, this time with Ghana's Lajna-e-Milla National Amla. The early part of the meeting saw the individual office bearers introduce themselves to beloved Huzoor, may Allah be his helper.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Please, my name is Fadila Mohammed, Secretary for Tabligh.
Secretary Tabligh, very important assignment have been given to you. So, what is your plan for this year?
My plan is to hold workshop and train people on how to preach. And then we are also concentrating on social media preaching amid the COVID.
Have you given any target to your majalis and to respective secretary at the Tabligh in different majalis?
Yes, please.
What is your Tabligh target this year for the batch target? 10,000?
500, please.
500 only? No. Ghana Lajna should make very ambitious target. 500 is nothing for you. Your target should be at least 10,000.
Inshallah, yes, please.
You should try to fix some target which is challenging, not easy target, right?
Yes, please.
Make a comprehensive and detailed program. How can we achieve this target?
Yes, please.
Okay. How many of your Lajna members are participating in Tabligh activities?
Over 500 and something of them are participating.
At least 3,000 Lajna members should be active. Da'i Lalla. Those who are doing Tabligh actively. Right. Okay.
Yes,
then
please. Inshallah.
Next.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
My name is Haji Asalma Farouk. I'm Secretary Tarbiyat Now Mubayat.
All the Nawbayat who have done bad during last 3 years should be on your list.
Inshallah.
Try to contact them personally with each and every Nawbaya, or at least your respective secretary Nawbayat in different majalis should be in contact with those people, those who have done bad during last 3 years.
Huzoor.
Right?
Yes, Huzoor.
Okay.
Yes, Huzoor.
Okay, next.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Yes.
My name is Mariam Segu.
Secretary Ziafat.
Yes, please.
Acha, mashallah. Have you cooked some food today for your Lajna members?
Yes, we are going to serve.
Fufu and okra soup and fish soup and kenke and banku.
Yeah, jollof rice.
Acha, and rice.
Everything.
What have you cooked for today?
Today is fried rice.
Okay.
Jollof.
All right, jollof rice. Very good.
And prayer rice and soup.
Okay, next.
My name is Aisha Kusiwa Edusai, Shoba Tarbiyat.
Shoba Tarbiyat, mashallah, what is your Tarbiyat plan for the year?
Our plan is that we hope by the end of the year, 90% of Lajna members will be able to read Quran with translation, the Arabic text, and our salat will improve.
90% should read Quran daily.
Yes, please.
Mashallah, that is quite good target.
Our salat will improve. Our moral attitudes will also improve, and we hope that we have more people to also join the Jamaat Ahmadiyya.
And also make sure that 100% of your Lajna members are offering 5 daily prayers.
Yes, please. We have an assessment that we do monthly to check all these. And further, we also ensure that all Lajna members will improve their powder. So that is what we're doing currently.
Okay, mashallah.
Later in the class, a discussion took place on the progress of MTA Ghana.
A lot of people have been calling, the non-Ahmadis, they've been calling a lot, and they are happy about the way we are doing the program in the language they understand.
Acha, mashallah.
Now my prayer is that Huzoor, you pray so that the message of the promised Messiah alayhi salam will touch their hearts so that they can join us, inshallah.
Now with the start of new MTA channel, are you receiving good feedback?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
People like it?
Yes, they've tuned in.
Even non-Ahmadis are listening and watching our TV?
Yes, they do. They do, a lot of them.
Acha, mashallah.
They call us, they make a lot of phone calls.
Sadar Sahiba delivered a note of thanks.
I want to, on behalf of National Amila, Lajna Emaila Ghana, and on my own behalf, express my sincere thanks to you for making time, despite your very busy schedule, to meet us. We feel very blessed, and we are all privileged to have you.
The meeting also provided an opportunity for questions and answers.
I would like to find out from you, what are your expectations from Lajna Emaila Ghana?
My expectation from you is that 100% of your Lajna members should be regular in offering 5 daily prayers. My expectation from you is that 100% of your Lajna members do Tilawat Quran Kareem daily. My expectation is that at least 50% of your Lajna members involve themselves in the preaching and tabligh activities. My expectation is that 100% of your Lajna members study some book of the Prophet Muhammad. My expectation is that all the Lajna members who are married should train their children in a way that they become good Ahmadi. My expectation is that all the Nasrat members are regular in offering prayer as the Imam and do Tilawat Quran Kareem and try to learn Islamic knowledge and also try to learn what Prophet Musa expected from us, and that is to increase our level of piety and righteousness. My expectation is that all the Lajna members should follow the motto of modesty is part of your faith, right? And these are some of the expectations. If you achieve this, then you will be one of the best Lajna of the world. And I hope that Ghana Lajna, if they try, they can be among one of the best Lajna in the world.
You have directed that we pray for the world so that Allah will forgive us and the Third World War will not come. I wanted direction as to how to pray because sometimes I don't know what to say to God about this issue.
First is to reform yourself and try to follow the teachings given to us and the commandments given to us in the Holy Quran and try to be a good Muslim. And if we are following the teaching of Islam and then at the same time praying in our 5 daily prayers, while we are in sajda, we should pray fervently to Allah Ta'ala that Allah Ta'ala save us from the torment of the world war, right? And also save us from the ill effects of this coronavirus and also save us from all the bad things so that the world become a place of peace for us. But it cannot be achieved until we try to reform ourselves, we try to change ourselves, we try to follow all the commandments of the Holy Quran given to us by Allah Ta'ala. In this way, if we reform ourselves, inshallah, Allah Ta'ala will remove all the difficulties and will make this world a peaceful place to live. Like heaven, even Allah Ta'ala says in the Holy Quran that you can develop and create a paradise on this earth. And that can only be achieved when you are following Allah Ta'ala's commandments. Right?
There is a provision in the Constitution which says that the Secretary Umori Talba shall make arrangement for female students who are illiterate. I would like beloved Huzoor to share more light on students who are illiterate.
You see, Nasrat Secretary should make it a point that all their Nasrat members at least complete their year 8. And when they enter Lajna Imaila, then Secretary Amure Talbat should make it a point to find out the talent. If your students are of good talent, then they should be given the opportunity to have higher education, to go to university. And if because of some financial restraints and some other problem, they cannot do it, then the Jamaat should be informed of it and we should not waste the talent. Apart from that, you should also make it a point that according to your condition, how can you improve the literacy rate? You know your situation better than me. So make a plan and then whatever plan you make, send it to me for approval. And then if there is any financial help needed in this plan, then I can ask your Sadr Lajna or even the Jamaat to help you. But the plan should be very much practical and try to improve the level of education of your members, right? Okay, now it is time and I am happy that I have seen you. Allah Ta'ala bless you. Allah Ta'ala let you achieve all those expectations which I have explained just now. And Allah bless you all. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Those were highlights from a virtual mulaqat with Lajna Imaila office bearers in Ghana. We now turn to our final segment, a clip from the Friday sermon.
Hazrat Amirul Mumineen continued his series on the life of Hazrat Uthman radiyallahu anhu during the Friday sermon. At the end, He once more turned towards the situation for Ahmadi Muslims in Pakistan.
دعاؤں کی طرف آج ابھی میں توجہ دلانا چاہتا ہوں. پاکستان کے حالات کے لیے خاص طور پر دعا کریں. گھروں کی چار دیواری میں بھی اب تو محفوظ نہیں ہے, اپنی جگہوں پہ بھی محفوظ نہیں ہے. ہر جگہ جہاں مولوی کہتا ہے پولیس والے پہنچ جاتے ہیں. بعض شریف پولیس والے ایسے بھی ہیں جو کہتے ہیں ہماری ہمدردیاں آپ کے ساتھ ہیں, لیکن ہم کیا کریں کہ ہمیں پریشر اتنا پڑتا ہے کہ ہمارے افسران جو کہتے ہیں پھر ہمیں کرنا پڑتا ہے. تو اللہ تعالیٰ ایسے بد فطرت افسران سے بھی ہماری جان چھڑائے, ملک کی جان چھڑائے, اور ہر احمدی کو آزادی سے اور محفوظ طریقے پر اپنے وطن میں رہنے کی توفیق عطا فرمائے. خاص طور پر دعائیں کرتے رہیں. انشاءاللہ تعالیٰ یہ دعائیں اگر جاری رہیں تو جلد انشاءاللہ ہم دیکھیں گے کہ مخالفین کا انجام جو ہے وہ نہایت عبرتناک ہوگا. اللہ تعالیٰ ہمیں دعاؤں کو بھی توفیق دے اور انہیں قبول بھی فرمائے.